just a bachelor, trying to make a sandwich, one where I can add pickle without it falling off.
Gotta be old school, no fancy ingredients. Girl, when you take a bite, you'll be saying my name all night.
You're hungry, let's do it. Make it baloney. My white bread's waiting. Come and jump on it. If you're hungry, let's do it. Eat it baloney. My sandwich is waiting. Come and jump on it.
Sitting here flossing with an eye on the kitchen. If my roommate leaves, I'll have the chance to make a double O for you.
It'll fill up your body, every single portion. Leave pimentos that give you bad breath, mustard stains that are worse than death. You're hungry, let's do it. Make it baloney. My white bread's waiting. Come and jump on it. If you're hungry, let's do it. Eat it baloney. My sandwich is waiting. Come and jump on it.
If we're gonna get nasty, baby,
First we'll pour it on, then eat it till it's gone.
Feed each other American cheese, yeah.
Till we hit the floor, you'll be at the deli store. You're hungry, let's eat it. Make it baloney. My white bread's waiting. Come and jump on it. If you're hungry, let's do it. Eat it baloney. My sandwich is waiting. Come and jump on it. You're hungry, let's do it. Make it baloney.
Straight out of Long Beach, it's Held Apart! Woo!
yeah!
Held2gether presents Held Apart, the improv and sketch comedy show, starring Agnes Arnold, Darren Held, Zarina Hora, Liz Lanier, Ann Mantell, Richard Martinez, Neil Matsuzaki, Sarah Pinsky, Scott Segesser, Cale Schwartzman, Daniel Smith, Nellie Valedian, with special guests Aaron Moore, Mary Beth Scriven, Brian Patrick Williams, and Scott Wilson.
Well, okay, that was illuminating. Let's see, we are running a little late, so I'm just going to keep this board meeting going. We have more letters that we are obligated to read from the community, so the board will recognize Dr. Pearl Fox. Dr. Fox, please read your letter from the community.
Thank you. Let me pull it up here on my new iPhone 12 that the district so kindly gifted me before it's even in the stores.
Yes.
Mary Lawrence says, Believe me, the teacher isn't going to continue to engage with each individual child that keeps looking out the window, drawing on a paper, getting up every 5 minutes to go to the bathroom. You know, I've always said the teachers are paid way too much and they're just not doing enough for our students. And telling you, the teachers union is just a shame for our students, teachers, us, my new iPhone.
Dead ears if we bring it to them, to their attention. It falls on deaf ears.
All the time, all the time.
If we constantly bow into the teachers, how are we going to afford to buy our new iPhones? I don't know.
It's not our responsibility anyway. So let's move on. If there are no other comments, the board will now recognize Simon Franks.
Thank you, Madam President. All right, this one comes from Melanie Miller.
Oh, again.
Right. Again. If the school can't control the spread of lice, the flu, pink eye, chickenpox, how the hell can they control COVID-19? Emoji face, emoji face, emoji face. First of all, what kind of professional speaks in emoji faces? If you're doing this on your emoji face, I know you're thinking. You're thinking because you're writing a letter. That's what thinking is. You write a letter because you're thinking thoughts. Secondly, what's a little pink eye now and then, right? Oh, little Johnny has pink eye. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we doctors? No.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And we know this V stands for vendetta. You know, I'm just tired of these parents trying to attack us.
And some people get those colored contact lenses anyway, so pink eye could be a good thing.
I've heard about that, yeah.
Let's move along.
Thank you, Simon. We have our esteemed guest here today. I hope you enjoyed our fresh pastry and croissant that we delivered to you. That's how we do it here at the Lake District.
Simple. Lake Simple.
Yes, you know, Lake Simple, they don't always think of us as classy, but I'd like to think that the Lake Simple Unified School District now has a little class.
Thank you. The delicious pastry.
Well, here we have esteemed member of our community, our real estate mogul and supporter of small businesses, our friend, Phil Locust.
Thank you for having me today. You know, this is such an important issue, and I just received this email the other day from Marjorie Jones. She said, kids get sent to school with flu every year because working parents have to work. They medicate their kids with Tylenol, so no fever when they arrive at school, and then later when their symptoms show up again, it's almost the end of the day, and they have exposed their entire class and teaching staff. I don't believe this virus will be treated any differently. This virus schmirus, I've been in this community supporting small businesses for 35 years, and this is the biggest bunch of nonsense I've ever heard. If you want to be healthy, just do what I do. You coat your body with tapioca pudding every day, head to toe, and you'll be healthy as a horse. I don't have the virus. I don't have the athlete's foot either.
That's how we did it back in the day.
Yes.
I think your mom probably knew my mom.
Tapioca pudding can solve anything.
Yes, and whatever happened to garlic in your hair with a little olive oil?
I have never tried tapioca pudding on my body, but
Oh, Simon, you must.
I'm doing it tonight. I'm going down to the Safeway and buying myself some tapioca pudding in bulk.
Got to get there before the rush gets there.
Yes, parents just need to toughen up.
I agree.
And that's how we'll get through this.
Well,
Parents all like, oh, look at the board meeting on Zoom, whether our kids are safe to meet in the classroom. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get sick.
yes, we have to protect ourselves. It's really, I mean, because who else is going to do this work, right?
I graduated from high school. I don't need to be in the classroom.
You got elected and you're doing your job.
And we're like-minded, which is important.
Absolutely. All right. Are there any other comments or questions about that question? Okay. So we know where to file that one. The board will recognize me, myself, and I. Let me pull this up because this one's a doozy. The board is supposed to speak for their community, not rubber stamp everything and anything the district says. I hope they are hearing from all of us. Most importantly, I hope they are hearing they don't get to magically stay in their position if they don't listen. Okay, and then they close with this. Since the shutdown occurred, this board has done virtually nothing except give extreme pay raises and promotions to the top executives in the district. Other than that, they have sat on their hands. Well, we are not sitting on our hands right now because we have very important work to do. So let's get to the last thing on our agenda, and that is our salary increases. All in favor of the 15% pay increase for board members, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. It is done. What a really efficient and wonderful use of our taxpayers' dollars.
Quarantine confessions.
My COVID confessions are that I've watched every episode of 90 Day Fiancé, every episode of Before the 90 Days, every episode of Happily Ever After 90 Day, and every episode of 90 Day Fiancé the other way.
Quarantine confessions.
Scary stories for adults.
And as he bit his fangs down into the flesh-like blob, suddenly he realized it wasn't gluten-free!
Scary stories for adults.
And so Samantha, all alone in her house, she had followed the thump, thump, thump all the way to her laundry room. And when she opened the door, her dryer was broken.
Scary stories for adults.
Hello, and welcome to Open Mind. I'm your host, Aspen, and this is my co-host, Oprah. And together, we are Open. We open up, open down, and we're open to giving you the latest news updates here on our show, Open Mind. Today, we have a very special guest, my very good friend, Jack. Hi, Jack.
Hey, Aspen.
And who did you bring with you today?
Oh, well, I mean, you wanted a background of our favorite idol, and you know the diva Cher.
Ooh, Cher. Cher, of course, is best known for her performance in the movie Mask, a biographical drama about the pandemic of 2020, starring Jim Carrey and his green mask.
I think you probably meant Moonstruck, because, I mean, that's where she got the Oscar. And, I mean, Jim Carrey Mask was like a 90s or 2000s movie. It doesn't really, nothing about the pandemic. You know, she's got lots of other movies.
You're so right, Jack. She is timeless. She's also trying to break into the music industry with a couple of songs in Burlesque and Mamma Mia. You know, I love it when an actor branches out and tries to sing.
This is one of the divas of the whole universe. She was singing way before any of that. If I could turn back time, I got you, babe. Do you believe? Do you believe in life after love?
Yes, I do believe if she could turn back time, she'd probably want to start singing sooner than these movies, huh? In the news this week, California confirms its first case of plaque in 5 years. They must not have learned to brush your teeth in the circular motion.
Oh, Aspen, do you mean plague? Plaque is, I think plague, that's the...
Oh, like it can kill you.
Oh.
Like gingivitis can kill you. Also in the news, Jim Carrey returning for 2 more Mask movies. This is great for your friend Cher.
Well, I don't think Cher would even stand next to Jim Carrey at a red carpet. I mean, she stands on her own. That's a whole different Mask. I mean, the Mask movie you're thinking about is the heart-touching story of her child who the world can't see because of his face, and she brings him out into the light. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, they can't see his face because it's behind the green mask. So heartfelt, that Jim Carrey.
He is known for being authentic.
Well, that's all the time we have. Thank you, Jack and Cher, who doesn't have a last name like my gal pal Oprah over here, for being on our show. And remember, everyone, be kind and keep an open mind.
Quarantine Confessions.
Every day I take a bath for 6 hours. It's the only way I feel clean.
Quarantine Confessions.
The humans are cleaning too. Aw.
Oh, we're... Mr. Spider! Mr. Spider, do you see that?
Oh, no! No!
I'm so sorry that we only escaped with 4 of our legs.
Do you think it's okay for me to go out there?
Just really quick, I feel like it's safe.
I'll be back. I love you.
I saw Mr. Spider. It's the humans. They got him in a cup and they took him out.
Could I come stay with you then? I'm ready to face the world, feeling like a new me.
Perhaps you're ready to find love again.
Maybe I am.
Mrs. Spider, I swear, I'm gonna get back to you. What's that? No!
Well. What do we have here?
Look, I mean you no harm. I'm just trying to get back into my house so that I can be reunited with my wife.
Oh, yeah? This is the Henderson yard. This is my yard!
I'm not trying to take over your yard. I'm an indoor bug. I don't want anything to do with the outdoors.
Oh, yeah? What kind of pussy doesn't want to have anything to do with the great outdoors?
I mean, the indoors is great. On hot days, they've got a machine that blows wind to cool you down. Oh, it's so great. You should really try it sometime.
That sounds horrible. I fought for every meal I've ever had. Ever since I was kicked out of the hive by the queen.
You were kicked out by the queen?
Yeah. Apparently she didn't like me killing all the other drones.
I mean, that's scary / impressive. But look, Mr. B, I gotta get in that house, and I can't let anybody stand in my way. So if it comes down to it, I only have 4 legs, but I could put up a fight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah!
I'd like to see that! Wow, man. Not bad.
I told you, I have fight in me.
I've eaten a lot of tea times with spiders, meaning I ate them for tea time, but I ain't never seen one with the fight like you, kid.
Well, I hope that shows you that I'm worthy of not being fought against anymore, and maybe you can help me get back into the house.
How about an offer to join me on my quest to undermine the rest of the hive?
I'd be more than happy to do that. You scratch my abdomen, I scratch your abdomen.
Wow. I feel something changing in me. I've always seen spiders as other. Now I see that we all live in the same ecosystem and we need each other.
Yes.
I hope it's not too late for me to have some self-actualization. I'll help you.
Good. I'm gonna need some help. Maybe I could use your military strength to get back into the house, but you've got to show me the way.
All right, I'll show you the way. Listen, I'm gonna turn on my buzzer. No one fucks with me then.
Wow.
Scary stories for adults.
You could hear the pitter-patter of her heels on the sidewalk, and a shadow started looming behind her. She turned around in one fell swoop, and it turned out her Tinder date was ugly.
Scary stories for adults.
And that's when Jasper found himself walking slowly to the store. The cold winter breeze slapping against his face. He put his hand up to his face, and that's when he realized he'd forgotten his face mask!
Scary stories for adults.
And now a message about social distancing. That was a message about social distancing.
And now, from lockdown, it's Any Day Update with Liz Lanier and Richard Martinez.
Hi, I'm Liz Lanier.
And I'm Richard Martinez.
And this is Any Day Update,
where the day doesn't matter
because they all feel just the same. Former Full House star Lori Loughlin will be sentenced this week for the college admission scandal. Prosecutors only recommend 2 months behind bars. Joke's on Aunt Becky, though, because her daughter and everyone else will be attending the University of Zoom.
Michelle Obama's Democratic National Convention speech was met with much praise by the Democratic Party, but only because she's a Black woman who's not seeking power.
Recently, North Korea has been making a push to reach foreign audiences on YouTube and Twitter. It has been reported that one of their most recent videos is titled, "See, We're Not as Bad as Trump's America."
Earlier this week, Donald Trump issued a pardon for women's suffrage leader Susan B. Anthony, who had gone on record stating that she did not want to receive a pardon until all women were equal. Of course, it comes as no surprise to anyone paying attention that Donald Trump would force something on a woman without her consent.
A COVID-19 outbreak is linked to a recent wedding reception in Maine, where they had about 65 guests. Fortunately enough, for the newlyweds, they were registered at their local emergency room.
The Disney Channel's animated series, The Owl House, has made history by having Disney's first bisexual lead character. Though I have to admit, I'm a little confused because I've seen Mulan and Shang seemed pretty into Mulan when he thought she was a dude. I mean, take a look at this. The way that Shang looks at Mulan when he thinks that she's a man versus the way that he looks at her when he thinks that she's a woman, it's the same look. It's the same look. Shang is bi.
Oh, he totally is.
He can make a man out of me anytime.
It was good.
Now it's time to check in with an Any Day Update correspondent.
90 Day Fiancé has been one of the most popular shows during the pandemic era. And today we're joined with 90 Day Fiancé contestant Jolene Dixie. Hi, Jolene.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Jolene Dixie, and I'm 55 years old, and I'm from Macon, Georgia. I'm waiting here at the airport in Romania, Europe, for my Romanian fitness model that I met on Instagram. And we're going to be on 90 Day Fiancé on TV, just like you said. I can't wait.
That's super exciting. How did you meet this gentleman on Instagram?
It's kind of a long story, but I have 2 ex-husbands. And I just cannot get away from them. So they got on Instagram and they taught me how to do it. Before I ever got on Instagram, I thought it was a porn site.
Oh.
I mean, it certainly looks like it. There's a lady on there, her name is Kim Kardashian, and sometimes she looks white, and sometimes she looks black, and sometimes she looks like Cher.
That's accurate.
But now that I'm on it, I look at it and think, hey, I'm just as good as her.
Some might say even better, Jolene.
You're so sweet. And then all of a sudden, this gorgeous man started to send me videos of him in all kinds of ways. He had a 6-pack that would kill your mother.
Jolene, I don't know if you mentioned already, but how old is this fitness model that you'll be getting engaged to soon?
He is 25 years old.
Oh.
All right.
Wow, we got a little Robin the Cradle action there.
I have always felt like I was still 25 in my heart, in my head. I mean, even though I look 75, and most days I feel 75. This man has told me that he can bench press me up over his head, and I'm waiting for him to prove it to me.
Wow. Jolene, are you at all concerned meeting this stranger, in relation to the pandemic that's going on? Are you taking any sort of precautions, in relation to COVID-19?
Oh, no, sweetie pie. You don't have to worry about COVID. It already left Romania and went back to America. That's why I'm leaving. I'm not wearing a mask around my honey.
I see. Jolene, are you concerned, just a little bit, at all that this Romanian model might not be what you expect?
Well, I do sometimes think that, Liz. I do, and then I look at that picture, and even when I was 25, I never saw anything like that. He's like the best ice cream cone you could ever buy.
All right.
I mean, I do like a good ice cream cone. I'm curious. A young Romanian fitness model. I would imagine he'd be very fertile. Do you have any? Have you two discussed like children?
Well, I have 7 kids already, but I have been told by my OB-GYN that my uterus is good as gold to tote at least 1 more baby. The problem is I ain't got no eggs. And none of my daughters will give me any eggs. They're selfish bitches. I was gonna ask you, Liz, can you give me an egg?
Me? Give an egg?
You got plenty. Look at how young and pretty you are.
Thank you.
You are young and pretty, Liz. You got an egg for Jolene?
Thank you. I think I'm gonna keep mine, count them first, see how many I got, and if I have extra, maybe, we'll see where we are after this pandemic.
Okay.
So it's a maybe.
I will keep your digits.
You should. I recommend calling her, texting her at least once a week to get an update, Jolene.
You bet, and I will, because I don't know what's gonna happen.
And we will be definitely tuning into your 90 Day Fiance episode.
You come visit me anytime. I'll give you some of my Southern hospitality. You'll be in heaven.
Great.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck in Romania. And we hope he's everything you've dreamed of.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Jolene.
Bye.
This has been a message from an Any Day Update special correspondent.
She was cute.
Yeah, I like Jolene. I am really hoping for a egg donation, Liz.
Not sure that's, top on my priority list. I mean, I like to give, but I think I'm going to keep those for now.
Okay. I'm just saying because, last week you were very pro Richard dates a mouse. So I just think this week it could, it feels even,
One, I'm just saying I'm not judgmental. You can date whoever you want to date.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking about the egg thing because I'm generous.
All right. Well, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. I am Richard Martinez.
And I'm Liz Lanier.
This has been Any Day Update.
Join us next week.
Super generous.
I'm thinking about it. Is that not generosity?
It's generous of thought.
You got a question you need to ask? Just ask Max.
Good job, Max, with those letters and numbers.
I did all of the letters and most of the numbers.
You did, yes, you did. Max, do you know how many letters there are in the alphabet?
Yes.
It's okay, I'm going to tell you. There's 26 and you got them all, Max.
You know what? My name only uses 3 of them.
That's correct. And that's exactly the last thing we're going to do now, Max. So, Max, do you have a favorite color?
Yes.
Good. Look at your crayons, Max, and pick up the crayon that is your favorite color.
What if there's 2 of them?
Okay, then pick 2, Max. It's okay. Let's see.
Orange.
What did you pick? Yes.
And white.
Okay. Here's what you're going to do, Max. You're going to choose the color that you think I can see the best on a piece of paper. Do you think on a white piece of paper I'll be able to see the white crayon?
Are you colorblind?
No, not at all, Max.
No.
No to white. Okay, so you're going to use your orange crayon. And Max, at the bottom of the page, do you see this long box that has a smiley face over here? Yes, Max.
The same as yours.
Exactly. I want you to write your name. I want to see you write Max in that box. You can do that for me, I'm sure.
Why?
Because you're so smart and you're going to be such a good reader and you're going to be very good at math. I'm very excited for you, Max.
You are?
Yes. Did you know, Max, your mommies want you to go to a new school?
Why?
They want you to go to a school that's for children who love learning as much as you do. And Max, I know you're very smart. Do you know how to move your camera so I can see you writing?
Wait. Oh, can you see
that's
it?
perfect, Max.
Okay.
Let's see.
Can you see?
I can see. Go right ahead.
Here we go. You want me to write my name?
Your name in that box by the smiley face.
Okay.
That's great. So interesting. Okay, you can fix the camera now, Max. And maybe you want to hold.
See it?
I do. Max, you are going to be a wonderful writer. Right.
How come your name isn't there?
Would you like me to write my name too, Max?
I want you to write your name, and I'm going to write more of my name. Do you have two mommies too?
I don't. I have one really good mommy, and I'm not as lucky to have two like you. But
if you want to borrow one, you can.
Max, you are very generous. All right. Well, here's my name. That says Ms.
Yes.
And do you know what those letters say?
Max. I have an idea.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's a secret. Come here.
Okay.
I think maybe you could be my third mommy.
Max, you know what? How about if you think of me as your friend?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Fox.
Oh, you're welcome, Max.
I'm gonna eat this now.
What is that, Max? Max?
Ask Max. Quarantine confessions.
As an introvert, I don't miss any of you.
Quarantine confessions.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Thank you for meeting with me over Zoom.
Of course, it would be super irresponsible to meet in person. So, what's this I hear about a twinkle tush for dogs?
Well.
Hey Liz, can you just look at something on my thigh really fast?
No, not now.
It'll just take a second.
No, I'm in a meeting.
Tired of your video calls being interrupted by wayward wangs, butts, and general pantslessness? Well, now there's virtual pants. Pantsed! That's right. With our patented crotch-sensing technology, there will never be a surprise trouser snake or full moon, whether at a game night with friends.
Looks like I need a refill.
Oh my God, I think I just snorted.
Enough wine for you.
Or in the online classroom.
And from the text, we find that Homo habilis' tool was a defining trait in their development.
Hey, teach. I'm more interested in showing people Homo erectus. And virtual pants can hide other forms of shame, like that mess you'll definitely clean up later.
Is that our numbers are not exactly where we want them. Okay, good. I like that. Kevin? Okay, good one. Good idea. Very good.
unruly children, and so much more. Buy virtual pants today. Warning, virtual pants may cause you to believe that you're wearing pants, but you're truly not.
Curl Cousins.
So if you're looking for a fix or perhaps a big old stick to beat the bad blues away, yeah, you know who to call, 'cause we know it all. So if you're looking for some loving, call the Curl Cousins. Yeah.
Hey!
Whoa. We are
Here's the Curl
Cousins. Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. You just clicked our ad on Facebook and we just decided to hop on in and, well, give you a little consultation.
But I didn't, like, it's just an ad. Why would you be here in real life?
You're a warm lead. Very, very warm. Here we are.
I'd say sizzling hot. By the way, my name is Chris.
And I'm Kevin.
And together we are the Curl
Cousins.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Curl Cousins. I clicked on your link because I was just curious what the Curl Cousins have to offer. What's your deal?
Well, we always like to say at the Curl Cousins, if you're in need of some lovin', just call the Curl Cousins. We provide basically any service you could possibly imagine. So let's hop right in and see where the Curl Cousins can help you out.
What's wrong with your life? What's wrong with you?
I mean, I have a pretty decent life. I'm not.
You know what? Let's start a little more specifically. During the quarantine, how is this affecting your emotions?
I mean, I think like everybody, I'm kind of up and down. Some days I'm okay. Other days it's a little overwhelming, you know.
Depressed. Okay. Depressed.
Well, yeah, like everyone. I don't know that everyone's feeling that way.
Yeah. Have you tried feeling happy?
I mean, sure, I try, but you can't really control how you feel, right?
Well, just try joy. Next question, Kevin. Do you want to ask the next one?
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit in quarantine, do you feel content and surrounded by love, or are you feeling like you're missing out on life?
I mean, I spend most of my time in this room, so I do feel a little bit like I'm missing out on life.
Are your friends behind the curtains or those other doors?
Under the bed, maybe?
Yeah. Your wife, is she?
Husband?
No friends.
Pets?
No wife or husband. No pets. Just me.
You know what? You should get a husband.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. Let's see. So
how would I just get a husband?
Okay. This is a consultation. We'll ask the question.
Richard, come on.
How did you know my name? I didn't tell you my name.
Well, I have your file right here, actually. Let's review this. So Richard, 39, birthday is...
Oh, 39. That might lead us to our very next question.
The big 40.
Yes, I turned 40 in November. I'm excited about that.
November, right on the cusp of pretending that the world will be open at that point when it won't.
I mean, yeah, it probably won't be. I won't be able to have a birthday party or anything.
How about you throw a birthday party? and you have everyone over, all of your friends, your new husband, and you're feeling joyous, right? Because you decided that you're going to be joyful. What do you think?
Seems really irresponsible. I don't think I want to contribute to that. And I also don't know how I'm going to meet a husband.
Do you have the proper wardrobe for your party? Is everything you own of the sleeveless variety?
Yeah, I was going to ask that same question.
We are in the middle of a California heat wave. I'm wearing what is most comfortable.
Actually, the Curl cousins are based in California, and we're sporting our turtleneck sweaters. So how about you try a long sleeve, perhaps a sweater, maybe a nice tie, and then you'll get your husband, then you'll feel joyful, and then you can have that party.
I don't think I'm interested in your services, guys.
Now, tell me again, because we do clothing consultation. How tall are you?
I am 5'6.5".
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is going to relate not only to the clothing, but to the question that you've asked several times about how you get a husband. So I want to ask you, have you thought about being taller?
Good one, Kevin.
How? No, I stopped growing like back in high school.
Yeah, but what he's asking is, have you thought about being taller?
Sometimes I'll step on a curb and think like, oh, this is what life would be like if I was like 6 inches taller.
Okay, well, 6'3" is the optimal. So aim for optimal.
Yeah. This says you have brown eyes. Is that true?
Yes.
Have you considered green or blue?
I mean, this is what I was born with. I like my brown eyes.
I love your brown eyes too. We're just saying.
Right, exactly. I mean, your 40th birthday has the silver color theme. And, you know, thus the silver suit you'll be wearing. And green would really pop.
Yeah, you know what? I'll start on that order right now.
I didn't ask for that. How much?
So what is the budget for this big event?
Would you say it's between 100,000 and 200,000 or 300,000 and 500,000?
Check the box on your screen.
No. I'm not going to touch a box on my screen because I don't have that kind of money. So if I were to have a birthday party, like I would just have some friends over, play some board games.
I understand. You want to have an economy birthday. So you know what? We'll do it for the 10 to 50,000. We'll just set that there.
Yeah, and I really think that we've hit on something here. We've got the height issue. We have the iris coloration situation.
Yeah.
There's one more suggestion that we want to see if you've ever put any thought into. Have you, seems silly even asking because it's so basic, but have you thought of being wealthy?
Because then we could do the 500,000 plus birthday. Good one, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
No. This seems a bit ridiculous, and I'm gonna go ahead and
wait. We have you for I think one more minute actually, and that's the consultation time that you've paid for. So
no. I didn't pay for anything. I clicked an ad, and you guys have all this information on me.
I just sent that through to your Venmo. So we have.
How did you get my Venmo? No. How do I get that money back?
How do you expect us to help you when we don't know you?
Yeah, we collected a lot of background info before this consultation. You were paying for our time, and we are just so glad that the Curl cousins could come into your life and offer you a little bit of advice.
I think I'm gonna close the window.
Oh, wait, but we would love to offer you our second services for 20% off.
No, I'm closing the window.
If you're looking for
monthly subscription.
I'm done. Goodbye.
Or a big old bag of sticks.
Curl cousins, Goodbye.
No!
Thought it was gonna be porn.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Dr. Phil, and I am with Harry Markle and Meghan Markle. Yes, I'm with the Markles, formerly of the royal family of England, and I'm here to just kind of talk out how it's been since leaving the royal family and moving to first Canada and now America. So let's hear from you guys.
I mean, at first it was great. We were finally being normal, right, H? I call him H. My husband, Harry.
She calls me H.
Yeah, at first it was really great, you know, and then, you know, another move hit. Archie came along. Everything became really normal, like more normal than I thought.
Oh.
So, you know,
Yes, we became very normal, Dr. Phil, and it's what we wanted, but I do miss a few little things about royal life.
What's that? What do you miss about being royal, and what have you experienced? What do you mean by too normal, per se?
Well, I have to dress myself every day, Philly.
Yes.
And you'd be surprised how many doors there are and how hard some of them are to open. But I've got Megan by my side, and together we're opening lots of doors, literally and metaphorically. Right, Megan?
yes, opening lots of doors, doing a lot of things for Harry that I didn't think I would be doing. A lot. Yeah. Sometimes he forgets we have a baby. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Wanted to tell you about that. Just hear me out. I thought maybe that we could trade the baby in.
Now he wants to trade in your baby. Is that what he just said?
Look at this. Oh, look at this, Megan. It's a disappearing cat. I found it on eBay. What do you think?
We talked about this.
What? Oh, we talked about it?
We've talked about your eBay addiction. You can't just buy things every time you want something. You know, we don't have that kind of money. My suit's money can only take us so far, and I would prefer our baby over that cat, Harry.
Is it okay that I bought this pub? It's on Wilshire and Pico. It's so great. Nobody's in it, so I'm not being dangerous. I'm distanced from everybody.
You bought the pub, H?
I was bored. I needed something that was mine, you know? Ever since we've come out here, Phil, everything's hurt.
Wow. I didn't know you felt like that.
I understand. She is the American here, so she would probably know her way around a bit better than you. And she grew up opening her own doors and, you know, whatnot. She only got a small taste of that royal life over there in England, which must have been interesting. Now, you moved away from your grandmom. How did it feel leaving her behind, and have you been in contact since?
To be honest, no. I haven't spoken to Grandmama. I wanted to really be my own man and give it a year or two.
I imagine she probably blamed you, Megan, for dragging him over to America and making him leave the royal family. That must have been sort of hard on you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I miss her as much as H does, but we haven't spoken to them. It's just been very hard with everything that's going on. Not complaining, I'm just saying.
That's interesting. Was there any tension between you guys when you left?
Well, she called shit for brains at first.
Some words were exchanged, but we were able to leave?
Well, I actually have quite a surprise for you two, because I think it's time for you to hopefully clear the air and maybe resolve some of that tension you left behind in England, because we actually have the royal queen herself, Miss Queen, Grandmum of England. Welcome.
Grandmum.
Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, Dr. Phil. Oh, Harry, darling, please call me Mumsy. You know I like that.
Mumsy.
You know, ever since Harry's mother died, he's always been my favorite. I remember holding him, just putting him to my bosom, and together I was able to nurse him again. We just had this special bond, Harry and I. Yes.
Well, I gotta say, that's cuter than a speckled pig riding a puppy. So, please, how do you feel, Miss Queen, about them having left and not contacted you since?
Well, first of all, Dr. Phil, it's Your Majesty, not Miss Queen. I called you Dr. Phil, not Mr. Phil, so please call me Your Majesty.
I'll call him Philly.
Yes, yes. And so how do I feel about them leaving? Well, I agree with half of them leaving. Let's just put it at that.
Oh my.
Okay. Okay. It's nice to see you too, Grandma.
Oh, Megan, please, darling, please. You can call me Your Majesty too.
Maybe.
Yes, yes.
So, no baseball this season? Oh, no, yes, there is.
Well, it's lovely to see you. Harry and I have been doing so well since we've left. Haven't we, Harry?
Yes, yes, Mumsy. You'd be so proud of us. We moved to Los Angeles. We bought this pub. Maybe Suits is going to have a reboot. It's great. There's so much here in America.
Well, that's good to hear. And I'll be sure to give Kate your best, Megan.
I feel like, can you also give Kate my best? I read about her in all the headlines of all the news articles, that the news follows her around, and I just love reading about her life, and it's just so interesting.
I can do that as well, Dr. Phil.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Harry, I can help if you came back to the Buckingham Palace.
I miss my old room, our old room. So Megan and I could come back, you said?
That's partially correct.
I just want to clarify something. It seemed like the Queen was actually only inviting Harry back to the palace.
Well, we're a package deal. Harry, Megan, Megan, Harry. You know, just us two.
Mumsy, you wouldn't do that, would you? You met both of us, right, Mumsy?
Oh, Harry, darling. I miss you so much.
I miss you, Mumsy.
Yeah.
Mumsy, don't give my room up.
All right, darling.
Well, thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the reunion of the royal family. And I'm Dr. Phil.
All right. Listen. Obey. The gutter leads you to the inside. All you must do is scratch the gutter. Left, right, with each one of your 4 legs. This is discipline.
I don't understand. How is this gonna help me to get back in the house, scratch the gutter?
Because it's gonna take you days, wimp! This'll teach you patience and discipline.
Okay, I can do it. right, left, right, left, right, left.
You're getting there.
Scratch the gut.
You're getting there. You're as good as any bee I've ever seen.
Thank you, Mr. B. That means a lot.
All right. Now chant the famous phrase. Out, then in. Repeat it.
Out, then in. Repeat it.
Out, then in. Fat, then thin. I release my outdoor skin. Out, then in.
Out, then in. Fat, then thin. I release my outdoor skin. Oh, I feel ready.
This is where I say sayonara.
Well, I
a lot of bugs in that grass to eat, but I'll never forget you, kid.
I'll never forget you too, Mr. B. But if there's one thing, if maybe you could fly me up to the brick thing up on top of the roof and drop me in.
Well, you're the first and probably the last friend I'll ever have.
And Mr. B, one last thing. I did tell you, you scratch my abdomen, I scratch yours. If you want to get back in with the queen bee, here's my piece of advice. Just get her something nice. Women like nice things. Maybe you can get her like a nice pebble, or like sometimes the kids drop like little toys in the grass. Maybe you could pick up one of those and give it to her. She'd probably like that.
Yeah, think about it.
All right, up and away.
Hang on tight there, little buddy. This is a narrow corner.
I'm afraid of heights.
Here we go.
Oh gosh. Okay. Right, left, right, left, right.
Oh, Mr. Spider!
Mrs. Fly!
What a surprise!
I saw you leading Mrs. Spider away. You thought I was dead, but I'm alive. I'm alive. A bee helped me, and I climbed down the chimney, and I'm back in the house, ready to be reunited with Mrs. Spider.
Oh, Mr. Spider, I have to tell you something.
What do you have to tell me?
And I want you to know that I care very much for you, and I cared very much for Mrs. Spider as well.
Oh, your tone is putting apprehension into me.
Unfortunately, Mrs. Spider just couldn't go on without you, but I'm here. I'm happy to be your friend.
Mrs. Spider didn't make it?
No, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
dear Mr. Spider.
Mrs. Fly, are you wearing makeup?
Oh, you're so sweet to notice, Mr. Spider.
Well, you said you want to be my friend. Maybe spiders and flies can be friends after all.
I think it's what Mrs. Spider would want. Why don't you come with me, sweetheart? I can console you. This way.
All right. Oh, it's so weird that you led me to where the sticky traps are. Normally I'm able to power right through these, but with just my 4 legs, Mrs. Fly, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Oh, Mr. Spider, no. Oh, I'll try to help you. Oh, no. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, dear.
Mrs. Fly, I don't think you helped me at all. You didn't even try. What is
is going on in this house?
And as he bit down, pressing his flesh-like fangs into the shit, not flesh-like.
Into the shit.
I got
As he
confused.
bit into the shit.
Formal. I said formal as opposed to former. Former. Okay. Formal. Former. I'm so sad. I'm a sinking ship.
You're good.
Formal. Oh, fuck. It happens right when I say it. Former Full House. Okay. Former.
Michelle Obama's Democratic National Convention speech was met with much praise by the Democratic Party. Okay.
You fought that. You said met.
Met. It's the word met. It's not metch. It's met.
He'd been driving for miles and miles, unsure of when he'd reach people. I don't know where the fuck. Hold on. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I feel like we did at least 3 decent takes. What do you think?
Yeah. I'll look at. I think it's probably like the last 3 then that were solid.
Oh my god.
See that?
Yeah.
It's magic.
We saw it.
Was it mad? Oh, was that like the dog trick?
Yeah.
Good. I think that's it. So hot in this wig.
Oh, I know.
And the sweater and this bow tie.
Yeah.
Scott, this is the part where we all just undress on camera.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Mr. Silverfish, it's been so nice meeting with you these last few Sundays. It's really brought my spirits up.
Oh, Mrs. Spider, you have nothing to apologize for. You're just grieving over the loss of your husband in the best way possible by moving on.
Oh, I'd actually forgotten all about him for a second just then. I was looking so deeply into your antenna.
Yes, I do keep them quite nice, don't I?
Oh, they're very nice. So shiny. I've never seen anything like it.
Well then, Mrs. Spider, shall we go on our dates?
We shall.